Alright, how are we doing? So as a user of the Quad Cortex, I do absolutely love it. And there is now the new operating system out, 2.00 at this point. It's introduced some really cool features, making it much better. And it's already awesome, right? Right, so I'm going to go through what I think are the most important features. I'm not going to go through all the different amp sounds and effects today. I'm going to go through the other kind of stuff, which I think is actually in some ways more important because it already had some really cool effects and some great amps and overdrives and so on in it. It has come out with more. I'm going to check those out in another video, and that's fantastic. But the changes they've just brought out, which are actually more about ease of use and just utility functions, are brilliant, and that's what I'm going to check out right now. Okay, so keep your eye open for the other video to hear the new sounds available as well, but for now, let's just check out how much better this thing is to use. So the Quad Cortex operating system 2 has dropped, and it's awesome! About time! Well done, guys! It addresses lots of the issues people have had on the forum and so on, so really cool. Let's take a quick look at some of the main features. So, hybrid mode. Yes, please. Thank you very much. So just click on the main menu into modes configuration, and then you can just drag and drop one on top of the other. So I'm going to have stomp with my scene. Thank you. Lovely. And then there we go. So I now have control. I can swap between scenes on the bottom, but I can also have control over 4 stomps on the top, so I can turn on my tube screamer, for example, here, nice and easily. Absolutely brilliant. If I want to come out of it and separate those modes, just go back in, just hold and press and hold even, and there we go, done. And you can mix them any way you want. So preset with stomp, there we go, sorted. Excellent feature. Well done, guys, well done. The really cool feature, and a definite highlight for me as well, is the ability to assign now global EQs. So we can do that here, and we can assign that to output 1 and 2 or output 3 and 4. Really cool. Excellent job on that one. And another really cool one for me is being able to adjust which output the global master volume affects. So I can go into settings here, device options, master volume knob assignment here, and then we can choose whether or not the volume affects all items or not, which is just fantastic because sometimes I might have output 1 and 2 going to a power amp and a cab, and output 3 and 4 going to front of desk. And I don't necessarily want to change the volume of all of those at the same time, right? I don't want the front of desk to have to mess around with their volumes. So if I can just take that out, that leaves the man at the front of house just doing his job, and I can just adjust my volume on stage on my cab. Really cool, really cool. Wanted that for ages. And this is a simple one, but a biggie as well. Lots of people have been asking for this. So we have a gain reduction meter on the compressor blocks now. So you can see there that when I play, yeah, excellent. You can see how much it's being compressed, basically. Really useful utility tool. Fantastic. Thank you very much again. This is another of my favourite changes, right? So they've introduced kind of legacy versions of their devices. And what that means is that they can update them in a non-destructive way. So say a new version comes out like it has with the MX Vibe, you can still access the legacy version just by clicking on here and then going down to here, change to legacy version. That's all you have to do, and now it's back on the older version. That's really important because for example, fractal audio often comes under a lot of criticism because it takes a long time to program your patches, and if you've got something which alters the sound of those patches on an update, it's really annoying. So it's really useful to be able to just go back to a legacy version and not have to make any changes if you don't want to. If you have got a legacy version on there, or say a new update becomes available, it will show it here with that green arrow, and you can just go to the updated one. And there you go, that's simple. Really well thought out. Thank you very much. So the next feature I have to talk about is the IR block. They've added one at last. Thank you very much. IR loader. Yes, please. Dual mono, dual stereo, single mono, single stereo. I'm going to stick a dual mono in there for now, just for the fun of it. Here we go. So I'm going to choose an IR file. Really simple. I've already loaded them onto the quad Cortex. So here we go. I'll have that one there, please. And that one there. Lovely. Really cool. Got phase inversion on them over here. Love that. Really useful. Level, high pass, low pass, pan, bit of delay to kind of add that kind of bit of delay here to add that kind of cab in the room kind of sound, like an actual mic cab. And then wonderful thing is, if I want to just audition other cabs, I just go like this and it will change between them. So much easier than having to load them like we had to. Really like that indeed. Very cool. More stuff over here. Room mix, pre-delay. So good, so good. And the final thing I'm going to talk about for now, because I am going to do another video, because they've also released a number of new amp captures, models, other effects and so on, and I think they're well worth looking at, and they've released a load of presets to kind of show them off, so I think I'm going to go through those a little bit as well for you. But these are the main features for me. They're just amazing. They already had loads of amps and stuff that sounded great, but what they've done here is excellent, because it's answered lots of the questions and the issues that people have pointed out on the forum and other places. So one of the biggies was about kind of file storage and access and so on. So what they've done is really good, really clever. So we've got presets, neural captures and impulse responses now kind of all separately labeled there. Here, look, and you just click on it and it will just go down into cloud IRs or your own impulse responses here. Really easy to access. Just love it. Drop down again, presets, downloads, cloud, factory, my presets, and so on. Neural captures. So if I go to my ones here, I've got lots here. I've got lots of pedals and stuff I've done. The broadcast, the Beano boost, Friedman, and so on, right? And look, it's all alphabetical. Excellent. I can change these to name, date added, author, preferred instrument, which is a lovely touch. They've now added that, so you can label it with preferred instrument, and device type, which is really cool as well. One thing that's worth doing is, now they've made these changes, is if you go into your devices, you can edit them, your captures. Love the way that they've changed this. Nice big screen, much easier to read and use. And you can specify what kind of capture it is. So I can say that's a pedal capture and it's preferred, used with a guitar is the preferred instrument. And then when you see these on a preset, see if I can get to one of mine quickly. Probably easy to go this way. Let's go here. My presets, go to the 2-rock one here. So you can see now that that's a capture, but that's an amp capture. And this one is a capture as well. That's my KTR Klon. but this one's now a pedal capture. That makes things so much easier. I can just look at it now and I can see straight away which ones are my pedals and which ones are my amps. Again, thank you. About time. Why didn't they do this in the first place? I don't know, but thankfully they have now. All these changes are amazing. They all make life so much easier with the unit. Love it, love it, love it. What do you think about these? Have you checked them out yet? Give us your opinion. All right, see you in the next video for some sounds. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed that. And if you haven't bought one yet, maybe that's made you decide that you probably should. They are incredible. And there's still more updates coming. You know there are going to be. They take a while sometimes. You know, we get a bit frustrated waiting, but they are worth the wait. Absolutely blindingly good unit. All right, take care, and I'll see you soon.